our first true war with Malacca is going pretty well. And if things continue to go well, I would imagine Ming will want out very soon, maybe in the next few months if we're lucky. But seriously, these guys started to move out before they occupied that province. The nation of Russia has claimed the defender of the Orthodox faith. Because there's only, what, about 2 of them left? Them and Georgia, maybe? This is occupied by Khmer. We'll bring those guys over there, and then these guys down to Udong. Appears that Padisha Azim Ashan the First is now careful. Aggressive expansion impact minus 10%. It's useful for what's about to happen. Printing press gives benefits. Since the invention of the printing press, more and more books about an even wider range of subjects have been published. We can now see the benefit of this, since knowledge spreads faster and more ideas are appearing amongst our philosophers and natural scientists. 20 of every kind of power. Can I switch my focus? Because if I recall, yes, my next idea group will be a military one, so I'm going to switch the focus up to military. And I'm actually going to go ahead and take a second trade, or a second diplomatic policy. I honestly don't think a plus 10 additional global settler increase is going to be huge, but 20% trade efficiency is crazy. Alright, Ming. No? Are they still at war with Russia? Yes. Good. They're winning that war. It looked like Russia was actually... I don't know. The Ottomans are helping me take back my land, so... that works. We'll go up to Angkor. I could take the province of Prekrussi, which is a tributary. Come on. Let's get these navies. Am I still building some? I literally checked the day they were being put to sea. we'll bring them... Probably not a good idea to do it that way. Let's put them together and then move them. I'm going to move them like to a province or to a port to put them together, but once they are combined. Alright, Ming, do you want out yet? 35 positive, 38 negative. Alright, there's 25. Take them to Siak. Oh, right, I missed one, didn't I? I lost another ship, I mean. Build one in Hormuz, I guess. How about now, Ming? Really? Okay. I am going to recruit a crappy admiral, and we're going to go up and try to deal with the Malaccan fleet. The reins are too loose, apparently. Efforts to treat our newly conquered enemies with respect for their liberties have only led to an outburst of patriotic rabble-rousers. The fire may burn out eventually, but we could try to squash it now. North Kanara. I'll take the 5 years of separatism. That's not actually a huge deal. But Manus entered into a military alliance with our enemy, Ming. Great. Just what I always wanted. Where are they going? How about now, Ming? No? Alright. Well, I guess I'm going to go blockade some of your ports. Whoa. Alright. Let's take on the Ming fleet. Cossack aggression. Moving quickly by boat or on horseback, the Cossacks of the steppes are very adept raiders. Several such raids have lately laid waste to our countryside, and even major cities some way from our borders. Once a raid has been executed, these plunderers retreat back behind the borders of our neighboring countries as quickly as they came. Both the Mansabdars and our merchant guilds have interests in the affected areas, and both groups now demand that we do something. Demand that them be brought to justice, because that's going to happen. I'm going to say Russia says no. The Russian response has been to send some monetary compensation for the raids of their Cossack subjects, which has made up for the damage to property. They also claim that they have brought the guilty parties to justice. If only we could believe that. Whoa, there's the Malaccan army. What? Whoa. We missed them. And it looks like we're losing some ships. We're actually going to lose that battle, probably. We lost 24 of our heavies, it looks like. Alright. But it looks like we actually did some damage to Ming. Let's peace him out. Did we lose any of our transports? We lost 3. Okay. So I need to build up more heavies. I'm actually going to go ahead and create a template. Go 5 at a time. Oops. Oh well. Hormuz can build 2. We really have exactly 25 heavies right now? Yeah. Alright, so X-nay on one of the heavies, eh? We'll take it back to 50. Really? And 3 transports, right? Where are they going? I have no clue. Alright, actually we'll keep the infantry there, and I'd like to wait for them to peace out the other guys, but that's probably not going to happen now. With the growth of our professional army, new career opportunities abound for those with ability and ambition. The old nobles, however, still expect to be awarded all the most valuable commissions out of tradition and centuries during which their lineages have served the crown faithfully. Some of our higher officers are now imploring us to open more opportunities for able men to rise in the ranks, while others oppose this vehemently and maintain that there are qualities only blood can assure. We'll lose tradition and gain army professionalism. And the Mansabdars, well, they were disloyal, they're loyal again. Do we have any shipyard down here? Is there any place where it's shorter in time? I don't see it. I need to start building shipyards in like strategic provinces around my empire. Is that where they are? Manila? Malacca wants out. The Ottoman fleet's coming to clean up the ones blockading some of us. If I declared war on Baumanus right now, Ming would join. Huh. I should have declared war on Baumanus. Where are they going? Angkor? Okay. I should have declared war on Baumanus before I pieced Ming out. Or, I don't know. I'm not sure when they started, when Ming started there, or when Ming and Bengal became allies. Esprit de corps, the strain that the military lifestyle puts the men who serve under can, under good circumstances, lead to the development of a spirit of belonging and cooperation that greatly strengthens the armed forces. During the recent conflict with Malacca, we have seen a clear signs that our troops are working better together and that they have formed strong bonds of loyalty and duty to the Mughal's crown. Gain 3 army professionalism. Come on. Somebody end your war. You know what? It's going to be me. I'm going to be the one to end the war. I think I said I wanted one of those. And I could get Ayutthaya as well. So take that and also 100, up to 100 in money. I didn't even check. Terrible. This could go really badly. Alright, we just need to hope that they go faster than what I expect them to, which is not going to happen, but... I need to reduce overextension. I can get my overextension down. And the answer is actually to reduce autonomy in a bunch of places, or as many places that I can. We'll decrease it in Bengal Delta. My hope was that I would be able to get my administrative efficiency up. You know what? Across the board. We might be dealing with rebellions for a long time. But I am unconcerned. Maybe if we let it tick a little bit. Okay, we're down to 97.5 overextension. But at what cost? This one I'm actually going to increase autonomy on. Which means we lose some of our absolutism. Should have really paid attention to how much overextension I was taking. Crisis averted, right? We'll see how long that lasts. Alright, so we're going to have a bunch of unrest all over the place. These guys should come down to Malacca. These guys to Penang. Where else is my unrest high? There. Up in the Sana region, or Upper Yemen and Lower Yemen. Alright, these guys are going to go over this direction. Do we have anything in the steppes area? Doesn't look like it. All looks pretty calm as far as unrest goes. That's the only one that really concerns me. And then bring these guys down to the capital. And I think I need to wait a little bit before I do something else. That's something else probably being a war with Russia would actually come in on that. Do I take it? A war with Russia to get stuff for my vassal? Milan has permanent navies. Permanent navies have gone from being exceptional cases to becoming the norm. The institutions devoted to the control of these new navies are beginning to take a much more active part in the procurement of supplies for the construction, rationing, and upkeep of their ships. Naval supplies increases by 50% until the end of the game. Same glass by 15% and livestock by 10%. Okay. Mothball of the forts. Is there anywhere else where I would like to steer trade from aside from the Gulf of Aden? I could go with Siam. also Malacca. When do I get my next upgrade to light ships? 23, so... Also, why am I building these ships now? That was a mistake. Well, I can get some of them back, or some of the money back. Right? Those are transports. So yeah, I'm going to wait on the next two techs before I get my, or build up my navy more again. And in 7 years we will be at 100 absolutism. And it looks like Portugal took the last province in Australia. That I'm interested in seeing what that would be. It looks like grain. Yep, it's grain. Alright, well, no gold in Australia, sadly. Is there anywhere I don't need a merchant? That I have one. I think Delhi, actually, even though having one in Delhi means that I steer toward Goa instead of Bengal, whereas if I steer toward, if the trade gets split between Delhi and Bengal, it means that, or between Bengal and Goa, then I can only move certain percentage of what goes out to my home node. On the other hand, Ceylon, none of the gold stays there. And regardless of where it goes after that, it does reach my land eventually. And with 80% trade in Samarkand, and yeah, I'm going to recall the merchant from Ceylon and have him go somewhere else, I think. Siam might not be a bad one. Philippines could be helpful. But most of the trade that's leaving the Philippines already is going where I want it to. Beijing I can't steer towards my stuff from. You know what, I'm just gonna leave the merchants alone. it works fine how it is. Everyone back home. We'll have people drill. And these guys are still on their way down here. We're going to have Bengalese separatists soon. Should probably bring my fleet from wherever they are. Right here. To deal with, actually, these guys are probably closer than, it's probably easier to get these guys over here than it is to get my other armies. I will activate that fort, which is a level 6 now. Which means my capital fort will be a level 7. Families left behind. Let's take the unrest. Sure, why not? Anyway, we'll see the effects of that increase to national unrest in the next episodes.